Hello and welcome to another episode of Jarmonk Plays Lonely Mountains Downhill. I think we ran out of time on the on the Christmas stuff, but I'm not too heartbroken, to be honest. I do not know which level we haven't ran yet though, with the Trailblazer. To be perfectly honest with you, so let's go check. You know, what's the sense in guessing? You gotta be on top of your, if you have to be on top of your game all the time, meaning remembering every single password, every single pin, every single thing in your life, your social security, you know, I'm not remembering this from a video game. Yeah. Kids these days, no. It's not a kids these days rant. It can be, I guess. Okay, so hold on. Which one is it? Is it achievements? I think it's achievements. There we go. Mastery. It doesn't break it down for you. Bruh. Okay. Well, I like these maps anyways. You figure everything that's set to beginner I've done already. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go by that. The set to beginner. And then play as the... No. Play as the Trailblazer. But yeah, again, like, there's so much stuff. Like, I'm transitioning between jobs. And I'm coming from like a pretty, you know, tech savvy company, you know, it's on the up and up, and it's like, yeah, we'll handle everything for you, don't worry about it. And my wife's job is asking for insurance information. It's like, yeah, about that. You should have it. And me going, I don't know anything about HR stuff. I've transitioned jobs once, but you know, my last job didn't have that much insurance stuff. Like it wasn't very good, so we really just nixed it and didn't have to transition in the middle of the year. I don't know, I'm not really sure how that worked out either. Maybe I should start paying attention, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so my wife's job needs proof, so they can start the insurance up, that they have insurance of it. And you're like, oh, get like, insurance is stupid conversation. Look, all of this is stupid conversation, and you're gonna eventually be where I'm at. Whether you're a teenager, you're using your parents' insurance. You know, you bottom feeder. No, okay. Now I'm name calling. I promised myself I wouldn't get to this point. Breathe in, breathe out. No, but for real, you're gonna want to pay attention to insurance stuff eventually, because it runs. I mean, unless you're in a country that has like universal healthcare, you know, good stuff, good on you. I wanna be where the free healthcare is. I wanna see those tax bills. Those places have higher taxes though, right? You gotta compensate somewhere. Like, you're pretty much just like, you know. I hear universal healthcare people always complaining about how their taxes are paying for, you know, for people's migraines, etc. Why don't people take better care of themselves so that I don't have to have such high tax? So it's, you know, people have to, basically, if you're not at the point yet, you're gonna get to a point in adulthood where you're like, you're just gonna be complaining about every single thing that you can complain about. You know those Overwatch games, the balancing and, like, you know, the MMR stuff, you know, that you're complaining about now. You just transition that, you know, like your Pokemon issues, where they took out all of my favorite Pokemon. Where's my Squirtle? You know, that just changes into Ah, man, well, what do I do with my 401k? Because it doesn't transfer over properly. I just, can I take out the money? No, it gets taxed. It gets, yeah, you. Basically, people like to complain. And it doesn't matter what the subject is. You're just gonna find something to complain about. Which, am I saying that's bad? Not inherently. I personally don't enjoy complaining. There are specific people that like, you know, make it one of their favorite hobbies, one of their favorite pastimes, and you know, a lot of those people are very successful. You know, a lot of companies find that like you're a get it done type. You know, you're a fixer, etc., etc. All I hear when I personally complain is like, you know, shut up. just deal with it for a little bit. Like if it's something awful, or something I can't deal with, like literally can't deal with in my life, and no, just take care of it and then move on. You know, that's kind of what I did with the job transition. I was finally like, okay, like I actually can't take this, so. You know, move on. That's where I'm at. But you know, if you like complaining, then you know, let's go for it. I'd rather just like, okay, so here's an example. The Lonely Mountains game couldn't connect to leaderboards, couldn't do challenges, etc., etc. And I'm trying to make this like a daily video thing, you know. It's one of the I feel like it's one of my best content in on my YouTube space. You know, it gives me a lot of practice for what I want to do on the daily. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat. Let me take a sip of water here. As we masterfully one-handed just got through all of those jumps. That was awesome. Oh, and then a tree got us. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's fine. I need to not be so harsh to my voice. We got a lot of videos to record today. But yeah, like this is something that I want to do continuously with a bunch of different games, but Lonely Mountains is pretty much it right now, as far as like my podcast style. You know, play while you talk, just mindlessly have conversations and with myself, and basically internally explode and go crazy eventually at some point. But I like it. I like watching people do these kinds of things, and I want to do what I enjoy, etc., etc. I've always kind of been like that. Like ever since I was, oh, thank goodness we just hit a checkpoint. Ever since I was a kid, I always either sang or played music, or like, I feel like everybody just naturally goes to it. If you don't have the talent for it, like if you enjoy a certain type of music and you don't know how to play it, yeah, naturally you're gonna be like, okay, let me see if I can pick up this tuba and copy this. I've tried playing a tuba before, and it does not sound good. You know, I'm trying to do that VeggieTales song. All you hear is basically, and I just spit all over mic. You know, but I picked up the bass, picked up the piano, picked up the guitar, and sang some songs because I could pick it out with my ear. You know, it's something that a lot of people I feel like are wish they had. So that's not really the point here. Like the talent part is good, but like what I'm trying to expand on is that if you enjoy something, you know, and you can't personally find much of said content style, You know, it's just like, all right, make your own. You know, a lot of my favorite bands growing up, there weren't that many that were doing what they were doing, and I always was just like, you know, what if we could enter that space? I was talking to my brother and a couple of my friends. I was like, yeah, we could play that music. We never we never eventually got to that point, but because, you know, equipment's expensive and time and all of that, nobody wanted to put in the effort to actually create that. But you know, as you grow up, you get perspective. You're like, okay, now I have very limited amount of time, and I really want to do, you know, X thing. It's good. It's good. I feel like it's a good motivator. The lack of time. Like when you actually feel for the first time, you're like, oh, like I don't have time to just sit here and queue up some competitive match for 3 hours and be mad at myself, be mad at me, be mad at the world, so on and so forth. I gotta, you know, actually be productive with my time, and I'm not trying to like dig too much into that hole again. Like, I understand there's a certain amount of freedom you can get from or enjoyment. Some. Ugh, I can't do this hill. The sand is just mind flooding me, as it should. Okay, there we go. There we go. Checkpoint, thank you. Okay, what were we talking about? But yeah, even so, like, I used to be the type where if my friends wanted to play a game, I'm down. Let's play. But like, there's so many games that I've turned down just because I'm like, I don't know about that one. I don't know if I have the time to sink into that. Like World of Warcraft, I tried it for like a month when I was not streaming, not making any content, and I'm like, this is a effing waste of time. I'm sorry, excuse my language. It's an actual, like, you have to make it a part-time job / full-time job to keep up with it. I don't want that. Okay, so if I'm doing that, I'd rather have it be in the context of me streaming or like me making content for it, and you know, just that game did not inspire the passion inside me to be able to do that kind of thing. I don't know. It's what other games are like that? So I've tried playing like Halo and like Escape from Tarkov is really popular right now. I wanted to play that a while back, but it's it's a little too popular right now. I gotta wait till it calms down again, probably, before I try to pick it back up. I know that sounds silly, but in my position as a YouTuber / streamer, you need any sort of advantage you can get, and if Dr. Lupo is out there putting out way better content than me, you know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know, you're gonna tune into Lupo instead of me. Well, not you, because you're cool. You're a cool, a cool viewer. Cool? Do people say cool still? I'm really into old memes recently. Alright, biking through. So we have to bike through each of these maps with each of the bikes. That's it's gonna take a second. But we can pretty much run through one mountain per episode pretty easily. I kind of wanted to go back and jump into the challenges though, especially because we were just complaining about them. So we're gonna run through Trailblazer and finish up Trailblazer. You know, call that a day. And that's technically 2 bikes out of the 6 that we're done with. What's funny is I think Trailblazer's probably almost done anyways. Like it's the bike that I go to all, most of the time. Most of the time. So yeah, it's not like I hate my friends. It sounds like that sometimes, but I do ask them to play a lot of games. You know, like Pummel Party and Mario Party and Unrailed, and I'm trying to get my brother to play some Heave Ho with me. But that's a project that's gonna be there soon. So maybe my problem is the content creation portion. It's not a problem. It's not a phase, Mom. I do just enjoy practicing the production, practicing the talking through gameplay, and trying to make it as entertaining as possible. It's a muscle. And every time I take a break, every time we have a lapse, I feel like it degrades, and I hate it. I hate having to take those breaks. Not like the weekly breaks, you know. Technically, I'm still trying to fight for when we should have 2 breaks. What is going on? I don't know where I'm going. When we should have 2 days off on stream, or if we should lessen the amount of videos on YouTube. But that's what all the books are saying. Okay, that's what everyone's saying. You know, how to be the best YouTuber. Actually, nobody makes those videos because all YouTubers. Sorry, I'm in a rant right now. All content creators think that if they stay up till 2 a.m., they're doing it right. It's not. It's not good for you. I'm trying to. Okay. I think it all boils down to I still need to get in the groove of my new job before we make any solid changes. Because what if I make a change right now, and then it's not. It's either not feasible or it's. Maybe I have too much time to myself. I guess we can make an audible then, but I don't know. People don't take the changes that well. Typically, both myself and the crowd / the wife. But we're gonna make changes slowly and wisely here. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you liked the video. Hit that sub button if you want to watch future episodes. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.